maybe find a bit of momentum, use those first few exorcisms exceptionally well, and take some objectives, they could find the win here.
Absolutely, and if there's any other, maybe anyone that can fill and hit the Chronos that he used to, even in games like this where it's hard, it's going to be Crystalline. First blood though, Seneko out of position, Crypt blocks his path off with the shards. Misery will claim first blood. Make sure it's a lot harder for EG to invade the map, but look at this aggression.
This might be setting up for the next exorcism here, as DP's also nearby.
And look how close they are to one another. Arteezy and Misery, they do not expect this wraparound at all. This is incredibly smart from Na'Vi. Arteezy heading into the sidelines. TP coming in from Sumail, but he still does not have that Ravage. Look at the silence onto Arteezy. Arteezy still continues to back up on the side, though. Dendi gets caught out. EG Sumail finds him. Roger will jump in with the burst trap, but I think Na'Vi may have dove a little bit too deep now, because EG, they're ready in full force to find the return play and get those kills. Roger cut down as well by the Riptide. Close the gap.
Top tower is under attack.
Towards top.
That's a DD run too.
Yeah. This wraparound for Sumail. Sumail's actually come in on the top, starting to play around with them. He's going to get chronoed straight away, though. They're trying to eliminate him before any sort of threat happens, and they'll get it. Sumail maybe overestimating his...
So they're just hanging around, hoping for a couple more pickoffs. Sumail kind of been the target for him so far.
They're actually looking towards him again. Roger straight in with the burst strike. Maledict upon him. They'll put the death ward. They need everything to bring down this Tyrant, and there should be enough. A lot of damage coming into him before the Maledict ticks. He's going to try and TP back, but the damage is too much. Roger gets the final touch. Another death for Sumail.
There is a wolf in the pit, and the sentry doesn't see it, but unlikely to have an impact here.
General actually finding Arteezy to the side, but maybe at the same time sort of ganking the play from EG. He may not even go down if he could do this one around. It is night time. He's pretty speedy. He's actually going to look to try and get the kill with him. He gets the kill. I think he's going to get out. He is. General takes down Arteezy underneath the noses of Crit and Misery. He should indeed fall to fear. Surely he can't get himself out of this one as the wolves chase him. He's trying his best. He's pretty down speedy, but the shot's not going to reach General. Surely he dies here. The Necro unit's chasing him as well.
15 armor.
He's trying his best. He can't quite make it. Fear will claim the kill, but absolutely worth it for Na'Vi. They take down Arteezy and they get Roshan without any sort of contest from Evil Genius.
Under attack.
Around from the tower, Crystallize is going to spot them. He's going to jump straight in away. Isn't going to put the Chronos up yet. Looks towards Crit. Crit gets the chance to snowball. Crystallize trying to pull him back. He does have the time. We'll back up in a second, but he'll turn, try and bring him down. But the song's there from Arteezy.
Okay, that is song before Chrono.
And that is going to set up a big Ravage. Sumail, he's in position, ready to blow it. Catches out 3, pops the Aegis on the void straight away. They'll look towards Roger. Roger gets the burst strike up to the high ground. He'll be fine. General backs away. Crystallize as well. Should be fine for the second time round as they do look to retreat. Meanwhile, Fear looking for the rats on the top lane, pushing in onto the tier 2 tower. EG continue to chase. They have their eyes on Seneko. Top lane, Dendi actually setting up, playing around with this Lycan. Na'Vi might be able to get the kill. They put the epicenter to follow through, but it's not quite enough damage. Fear still with some remainder of the shapeshift. Able to run away, Crystallize. Jumps forward, 2-man Chrono. Is the damage there? I don't think it's going to be. It's only between the two of them. There's not much that Na'Vi can do off the back of that. And Seneko's got to be careful. And Illuminate's going to be flying in. He has to get out of there. He'll do it through the grave. He's out of the game. Crystallize is being rooted up. He's also hidden. He's got the Shadow Amulet standing in place. EG do not have detection. They won't be able to catch him. So Crystallize will survive. It's definitely going to be scary. EG, of course, whilst Na'Vi are elsewhere on the map, get in, get the Roshan. Actually picking up the Aegis on Sumail as well. Again, I guess that sort of goes back down to what we've been saying. Arteezy and Fear, they've never really been in any sort of danger. It's been Sumail really that's died the most out of the course because Na'Vi have put a lot of hate towards him. General gets caught out up top. Bottom lane, Crystallize making a go here. They do have the Death Ward from Seneko, and with the Maledict upon him, Arteezy will certainly go down. That's their sort of tried and tested combo that we've seen over the ages. Chronosphere, Death Ward, not a lot that can survive for
he can't send illusions to push any waves. It's either a Void standing on a creep wave, a Night Stalker standing on a creep wave, or a Death Prophet standing on a creep wave. And you're like, okay, that hero is not at Roche. Let us go.
This, Roger trying to rev up the epicenter, but Fear, he had Micro, he had the units upon him. Roger could not close the gap. Epicenter wasted, and Roger's life also in severe danger. He's not going to be able to get the chance to blink out after the Yules as Fear turns that gank around.
Oh, beautiful Ice Shard, super. Crit. Falls into Seneko with the medallion.
I'll be a little careful, yeah. Not quite enough damage here to finish off the kill. Quite the game indeed. 10, 6k lead. Definitely looking to be very much more comfortable in their hands in terms of their two cores. Arteezy and Fear still growing pretty much untouched at the top of the net worth. The farm that these heroes have, they are going to be issue for Navi to take control of.
Seneko. They have the Ravage. There's no song.
Yeah,
but there's also no chrono.
Yeah, they're letting that man down.
Is under attack.
Here we go.
Radiant structures
The base,
are
forcing out
fortified.
fortification. Oh, hello, who's that behind us? Crit says he's found himself Roger. In a
Desperate times.
A lot of difficulties there.
Desperate measures. And,
No
didn't pan
buyback on
out.
that Sand King. No Sand King for 50 seconds. EG, they've got the Aegis. They absolutely can go for try for a high ground push. Bree's going to pick up the gem. EG are going to continue to expand just the vast amounts of control they have. See Crystallize poising himself looking for a Chronosphere, but he really had to get something miraculous. Oh no, Roger's just done this, General. You can't follow suit as he just goes around the back again. No, I mean, he's down as well. EG just happily turn and take it.
He just wanted to be buried next to his buddy.
I guess that he's trying to sort of...
I feel like it enables everything even them up. I think Crit can still do a lot of similar things on a lot of position fours, but the Lycan is just... He has so many different options. He can rat and he can also fight very well, and Fear's just quite excellent.
We go again. The sleep here. The male tries to find a position to set up. Crit jumps in with the Time Walk, and they do manage to get the silence onto Fear, but he's already got the shapeshift down. Samael comes in with the control from the Ravage. Crystallize does get the chance to Time Walk out of it. Then he pops the BKB. He's trying to move in onto Samael, but Samael, the big old side hunter, a little too tanky for Dendi to deal with. Na'Vi have to back up. Na'Vi trying to do their best to hold EG off the racks, but Fear comes back in with the walls. Will look to take it down. They do manage to get the two-man chrono, but Na'Vi, they've got two members that walked into it by the looks of it. Fear's going to get the chance to pop the cheese. Can they bring him down? They try, but Crit's in with the save. Jumps in, picks him up in the snowball. Will be able to keep Fear alive for now. Crystallize trying his best to man up, but he has to time walk away. And out of this one, Dendi gets beaten down by Samael. General in the mid lane rooted up, and GG well played is called. It's all too much for Na'Vi. EG running away with this game very confidently out the back of the lanes. They looked a bit rocky elsewhere. Crit with a huge smile on his face, as that one's got to feel pretty good. Anytime a team gives you Lycan for Fear in this LAN, as it seems, you're going to have smiles on your
It's one thing
faces.
to like have a good draft that feels synergistic, but they also just had so many straight up counters. You know, like you have to play Void against Naga, against Ravage.
So, playing Crystallize actually suffering quite a bit on the safe lane jar in terms of CS. He's only got 12 CS compared to the 20 of Samael. So Samael, once again, a very strong start to the game in terms of his lane. Chased down there by this homing missile. Roger is going to cross as well. Burrow strike. Quite get the kill, as Samael will have the chance to purify. In fact, Samael could turn and maybe threaten that of Rogers. Samael will opt to repel. Try and run himself away. There's wraparound coming in for Seneko, but Misery cuts off Seneko very nice with the ice shards, but they will still get the first blood. Na'Vi, as Seneko's able to reach across the tree line, to creep down the cold feet, and they get the neutral deny. I mean, Na'Vi.
With an ulti or something like that, and then what happens? They just snowball, they dodge into this ultimate, and they chase you down from where you're trying to create this gap. So overall, the Tusk just kind of counters this whole Shadow Demon save anyway.
How aggressive Arteezy's looking to play. I mean, he's got the backup to do so. Crit for the setup straight away onto Dendi, and Dendi's gone. 30 seconds, no timber.
Oh, Crit got the ulti too.
And he's looking for more. Yes, he's moving in bottom lane. Fear's going to be diving in onto Crystallize. There's a homing missile to hold back the Wolf. Will buy some time for Crystallize to run himself away. Top lane, Na'Vi looking for the turnaround. Will go into the Rubik. Bottom, Jara goes down, but the GA comes out just in time for Samael. Keeps Crit alive, and now EG can chase down for kills themselves up top. They'll move in onto General. Zip it forward with Arteezy, taking down a third hero across the map. Misery's not done yet. They have the shards onto Roger. The rest of EG moving back over. Samael and Arteezy maybe hoping to look for the SK as well. Arteezy's low on mana, but they have the purification AoE damage. They pop down a remnant, burst down another. 4 heroes going down in quick succession on Na'Vi. Grim quite early for Na'Vi with the lead that EG's got. Fear is Lycan. I mean, I think, you know, if other teams here at the LAN are watching this, they will
Look what they tried to, like, sometimes
maybe learn a lesson. They're trying to fight here, but it's EG that are happy enough to turn it. They snowball into 2. EG, Arteezy takes down 1. That's a core. General SD going down straight away. EG ready to chase down for more as they push Na'Vi back. Roger Burrow striking the units, trying to hold them out here. Arteezy with a massive zip comes across towards Roger. Doesn't have the control though, so Roger will be able to keep his distance. Dendi looking to turn with the chakram onto Misery. Moving back in, Na'Vi. Actually fight this though, Grip with the stolen Burrow strike off the back of the telekinesis. Blows up that Roger Sand King that came poking his nose around. Giannis?
Surprise.
Go bottom lane, Roger getting moved in apart. They go in with the snowball. Roger bursted down by the Terran. He's Fade Bolt. And a tier 2 tower for EG. 14k gold lead. NAVI with their backs against the wall. They need something incredible. I don't know if they're going to get it. RTZ ready to just dive into the base with the Orchid straight onto General. General's down. They look towards Dendy. Crystallize comes in with the cooldown, but NAVI, they had 3 heroes dead at the moment. Misery rolling forward. RTZ coming across, takes down a 4. It's GG. It's all over in an absolute stomp. 15-1, 20 minutes in. 16k lead for EG. They knew it from the draft. If you go back and watch those screens of NAVI, they're probably going to be very similar to the screens we're going to see after the game. You could tell this was a team, they drafted themselves into a corner. They knew they didn't have a chance. Look at the smiles on EG.